Scheveningen Radio, hier is de Willem Ruys die u roept over, hè?
Willem Ruys van Scheveningen Radio, goedemorgen. Wat was ongeveer de positie, Willem Ruys?
What's the ship's starting point and what's her destination? Properly speaking, Rotterdam, the home port of the Royal Rotterdam Lloyd liner Willem Ruys, is both. Yet she stays there only long enough to enable her passengers to see the sights of Western Europe. For some, Rotterdam is an intermezzo. For others, it is the end of a splendid voyage, whilst there are those for whom it is their port of embarkation. What grandparents would not be delighted to see their grandchildren, especially if they live on the other side of the globe? A real bit of Holland is being shipped to Australia. Not only the Dutch love to bid a short farewell to Europe in winter, the English, the French, the Germans, in fact all of them, feel the same way. And how those who are left behind on the quay must envy the others their good fortune. For a voyage in the Willem Ruys is really something. Not only for those who set out on their first voyage, but equally for those who return to their normal life and work. Another voyage round the world has started, a voyage of 9 wonderful weeks. The Dutch like to refer to it as starting at Rotterdam. British passengers, on the other hand, consider that Southampton is the point of departure. No one worries about a trifling thing like that. Who would with just 1 day's difference? Whatever the case may be, every call on the ship's schedule is an event of importance for her passengers, who will have the opportunity of making excursions in the neighborhood.
That's right, and then it all began.
The vessel's 8 diesel engines with her 64 cylinders develop maximum capacity, and the purser's staff are very busy people too. No wonder if one considers the 1,000-odd passengers that have to be looked after.
It's wonderful, really, to see how smoothly everything goes on a big ship like this. We never even noticed the Bay of Biscay.
I had seen Cape St. Vincent before, from the land side, of course. But now I'm convinced that this part of Portugal is even more beautiful, viewed from out here at sea.
Under the Mediterranean sun, the British are reminded of their empire as soon as they catch sight of brave little Malta, with, as one might almost say, its granite-like history.
On that first night of dancing on board, we were already like a family party. Everybody seemed to be in a dancing mood. There wasn't a wallflower to be seen. Even the onlookers had a good time.
Egypt. You might think it a different world, far away, mysterious. There isn't much difference after all. And what is more, with that perfect pilot service, the Willem Ruys is at home in Egyptian waters, just as much at home as is the pilot on board the ship.
When we entered the Suez Canal, we didn't see much of the desert immediately. It came the next day, sand and more sand, all the way to Suez.
We took the overland route, Cairo.
A city of contrasts, oriental shyness blended side by side with ultra-modern audacity.
The pyramids. They had left them there for us. We went to see them with the Kellers, a charming American couple. They knew how to spend money. He didn't think it at all expensive, my friend Keller, and he was right too, just for this once. Yes, one has first to have a ride on a camel to appreciate the expression, the ship of the desert.
We went right through the desert on the Willem Ruys, and we hardly saw any trees until we reached Suez.
And then on to Ceylon. Oh yes, but we weren't that far yet. First we did a lot of swimming in the Red Sea.
Which reminds me, those pillow fights in the evening were great fun, whether you actually joined in or not. We had a wonderful time.